What's up, guys? All right, so we're back at the range again with our Staccato C2. Now, I've done a lot of upgrades to this pistol, and I kind of wanted to tell you a little bit about them, and I had not shot it. Now, I have sighted in the optics since I put it on. That is something new that I had not had in the past, but I had not shot it since I sent it back and had the thumb safety redone as Staccato. Again, there was nothing wrong with the thumb safety that came on the pistol. I just wanted a little more positive engagement. That was personal preference, not Staccato's fault at all, but you can definitely hear it is definitely a more positive engagement. Now, the first upgrade I think on this pistol, because I do carry this a little bit, is you can see now it's only a strong side safety. Staccato actually replaced the ambi safety with a single-sided, strong-sided safety so that you wouldn't accidentally bump that when you're carrying it. For me personally, if I'm going to carry a single action, I know I'll probably carry my SIG Legion 229. It has an ambi, but I really prefer it to only have a single-sided safety if I'm going to carry a single action only. I will still carry that gun. I just feel a little bit more comfortable knowing that there's nothing over here. I have carried 1911s with ambi safeties, and I would walk by something or sit down or something, and inevitably I'd hear this because I would bump it and it would knock it off. So I do feel a little bit better with just a strong side safety. So that is the first upgrade in my opinion. Next upgrade, the TLR-7A. I always think you should put a light on anything that you may carry or use for home defense. You need to positively identify a threat, and it's hard to do that in the dark if you don't have a light. The next thing is this Holosun 507C X2 optic. I love Holosun optics. I have a ton of them. I've only had a problem with one, but I've had a problem with Trigicon too. So before you hit me up in the comment section, I've had problems with the best, supposedly. So I run a lot of Holosuns on a lot of pistols. I know this is probably blasphemous to run a Holosun on a pistol this expensive, but I've got one on my P2 as well. I do think these are better than the SIG optic, the Romeos, and I've got one of them on my Zev because it come with it. So there we go. This optics plate does have a suppressor height sight, so you can co-witness. And then I bought this mag well right here. Now, Staccato used to make a mag well like this, but they quit making it. So now there is a company, and I cannot remember their names. I'll try to put it at the bottom of the screen or something, that makes these now, so you can actually order it from them. And it's essentially the same identical thing, but it's more of a way more of a low profile than the Dawson Precision that like my P2 has, and that's what Staccato sells and Dawson sells. So if you want the lower profile one, you have to go with this one right here. And I want to say it feels good in the hand, and I never had a problem with my grip being too short on the C2. So I really don't even hit that to help push my hand up. So if you're thinking it's going to help push your hand up, if you have really big hands, it might. But if you have like a large hand, if you have an extra large hand, it might. But if you just have a large hand like me, you can see there's a little gap right there. So it's probably not going to push your hand up any higher on the pistol, but it will help aid in reloads. So there's that, and that's what I wanted. I liked how it actually beveled everything out and just helped. I will notice this. I don't know if it's because of the way I hold it now with the mag well, but when I hit the mag release, there's like a little sharp edge right here, and that hits my finger every once in a while. Not enough to hurt, but I just noticed it hitting it. And I don't know why, but I do notice that. An upgrade I may think about doing at a later date, I'm not sure, is a flat face trigger. I do prefer the flat face triggers in most pistols. And they do offer the CS with the flat face, but they didn't offer the C2 or the P with them, so I may upgrade them at some point in time. But to me, this is now probably the ultimate C2 carry pistol, because you have that low pro mag well for, you know, reloads, and an optic. Optic just makes things almost like cheating. So I really prefer optics. The ACSS Holosun 507C is another great option. I have one of them on my P, and I do love that. So either one you want to get, that's just personal preference. Let's put a few more rounds through this, and I'll give you my final thoughts on everything. This pistol is probably approaching 400 or 500 rounds. No hiccups at all. That'll do. All right, so I'm going to take you guys down here and let you see kind of what that did. Again, this is the same target I actually used to sight in the optic. And you can just see over here was where I was shooting to start with, sighting it in, and then here's just a big ragged hole in the middle. Single action triggers are the best in my opinion. Way better than striker fired. Some people don't feel safe carrying single action triggers. I do feel safe carrying them. And in my opinion, they're just better triggers overall. But the C2 is an amazing pistol. It really, really is. And I just don't think you can go wrong with a Staccato if you can afford it. That's the only downside to these pistols is they're expensive. The way this pistol's decked out right here, you're looking at well over $3,000. And it just gets pricey. Because I think the pistol with the DLC barrel was something like $2,500 or $2,600. Then you've got, you know, $300 and some dollars for your optic. The optics plates on these are something like $150 or $60. Then you got $130 for this. This magwell was like $80. So if you want to deck yours out, like I've got mine, that's the prices you have to pay for these things. Not sure what the single side safety costs because Staccato did that for me for free. But if you want yours done, you'd have to call them and get a price on that. But again, I just don't think you can go wrong with a Staccato. Just amazing pistols. I did not drop that. It did sound like it, but I was riding it down. You're not supposed to just drop these on an empty slide. That's what I was just talking about right there. And the more I shoot this, just the smoother it actually gets. Again, I appreciate you watching this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. I love you guys. We'll see you next time.